All right, we're back on it. Today is the magnetic field generator blueprint. And we're also going to get to thermal propulsion rockets. They're probably not going to be completed on the stream, but we will get both of them in place and let them start cranking. Yesterday on the stream, we got the nuclear pasta turned on, and it's had a seriously large impact on our power usage. You can see it's spiking up to 113 gigawatts of usage. Before we turned this thing on, we were working at using about 60, maybe 55, something like that. They are both, there's two of them, and they're both overclocked, double, and Somersloops 2x as well, with 4 Somersloops each. So yeah, they take up to 300,000, and because they're basically synchronized in their cycle, both of them are completing their cycle. They just completed their cycle right now, and so now you should see that we will spike down. Yeah, see, we just dropped off of that peak. So if you offset their cycle by like 50%, then you won't have quite as high a peak usage as we currently are having. But yeah, I turned them both on at the same exact moment, and that's why we have what we have. So let's just get into it. Yeah, we're at 474. I didn't want to run that thing off stream, but I wanted to work on the blueprint for the magnetic field generator. And honestly, those things are so fast that I think it was an hour and a half, or 2 hours. It's 125 minutes was the estimate that I had for how long it was going to take to make all those pasta. And yeah, so I didn't have a lot of time to finish this blueprint. I did get it. I think it's working now. I connected it up over here and put some parts in it. Looks like we ran out of copper ingots, but it is spewing out magnetic field generators. We're going to make a couple of touch-ups on it, and then we'll deploy it for real. Basically just really a paint job right now. I'm just trying to I did paint a lot of this stuff while I was building it, and that was super helpful actually. So the real story here is I used the motor blueprint as a base for this blueprint because there's a lot of similarities. The motor blueprint, we're using this electric motor recipe, which takes electromagnetic control rods, and those take stators, which we're using the quick wire stator recipe for. So basically, yeah, I started with that blueprint, and here's that quick wire stator right there, but it's a little bit different. And so here's the electromagnetic control rods, here's our quick wire, so slightly different version of the recipe, but I started with that, and it got me a little bit of head start. I don't know if that was a head start or not, you know, like trying to figure out what the motor recipe or what the motor blueprint was actually doing. And I guess that part of it was because the belts are all the same color and everything. Was a little bit difficult, and so maybe if I had just started from scratch, it would have been a little bit easier. But anyway, so yeah, I want to paint some of these belts. Like this is a copper here, just so that it's a little bit more clear what's happening. I'm pretty sure this is copper coming in right here. So copper is the second one. This one, this one, this one, and it actually splits off here. So this top line is our copper coming into our These are the fused quickwire machines. They take deuterium ingots and copper ingots. So we got the deuterium coming in on this bottom line, the copper coming in on the top line, and then this third one over here is pipes. So I'm going to use this right here for pipes. Oh, what did I just paint? There's no undo in this game. Looks like I painted this next line here, which is, that's actually beams. And I'm using a slightly different color for that. Let me see if I can figure out which one I was using for that. I think it's like, is it this one? Yeah. Customization already applied, so that is the one. So let me repaint this belt. Oh no, it says it's already applied. Okay, which I don't know which one I screwed up. Looks like this one right here. And that one looks like it's unpainted because it's the modular frames. No, I don't know. I don't know what I painted. Whatever. Let's keep going here. This is stators and AI limiters. So this will be the AI limiter, which we're using this right here. And then the stators are just coming right across. We're going to unpaint those. Looks like we're pretty close here. I don't know what this is. This is chrome. No, this is pipes. We're doing this one for pipes. Yeah, when you don't care about clipping, the paint actually does help quite a bit. And I try to avoid clipping, but I actually care more about density. I really want to, in a single blueprint, get as much out of it as possible. I guess we're going to just unpaint this one. So this is actually the output. And we have it unpainted down here. So we're going to be making 8 magnetic field generators per minute with this blueprint. And that's, oh yeah, it's actually set for 4 right now, but we'll sloop it once we set it up. Oh yeah. The pasta just completed. I see we're at 500. We were at like 470 when we started the stream. So they're really generating quite fast. But now that we're done, I'm going to take these sloops back. I'm going to let that continue to run because in phase 5, we need 5,000 of them for phase 5. Because we're doing 5x elevator parts. So I'm not going to turn it off, but I am going to take the sloops out because they make it very, very expensive. I mean, they were peaking at 60,000 megawatts or 60 gigawatts each. So now that they're out, well, not each, together. It was 30,000 each. And now it's 7,500 each max. So that's quite a lot of power savings. And then let's see what our See, our consumption was 136 max consumption, and now it's down to 84. So we have some more some more headroom back. But we'll definitely let that continue to run, so that we just, as we work on the next phase, it'll just keep on doing its thing. And I think we finished the painting here. Let's just make a quick flyby, see if there's anything obvious that should be painted. Yeah, I guess we can go through it one time as well. Just show you what all of the steps are. So the inputs are Deuterium, ingots. Have my light on? Yeah. Copper ingots, steel pipes, steel beams, modular frames. And the first thing we make is this fused quick wire. We make 2 of these. We need, looks like 180, I guess. Oh, no, it's 62.5. 125. And then the output of that goes into the stator along with the pipes. And so we're using the quick wire stator recipe. The quick wire also goes upstairs and comes out here and goes into this one to make AI limiters. The copper gets split right at the beginning here. So we take the copper in. Here's a vertical splitter. The copper goes up to this and then across here, but the vertical splitter takes it and runs it into these quick wire, fused quick wire assemblers as well. And then the copper comes over here. It gets split one time, goes into these 2 constructors making sheets. Looks like 20 per minute. So, or yeah, 20 because there's 2 of them. And then this guy should take 20 per minute. It says it takes 25. Why is my math not mathing? Let's just look at the modeler real quick here. And don't let me forget to turn off the modeler. Hate it when that happens. Okay. So it's right here is the one that we're looking at. Yeah, see here it says 20. Oh, 0.8. Yeah, we need to set this assembler to 80%. That's the reason why there was a little discrepancy there. So this guy should be at 80%. And then he will take 20. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, so then here, let's save this also before we forget. So yeah, we got the copper sheets, they come in, the quick wire comes in, makes AI limiters. The AI limiters come down over here, and they go down into the electromagnetic control rod system. It's making 4 per minute. Those electromagnetic control rods, where do they go? They come over here, up here, and they go into this top line on this row of magnetic field generator assemblers. Should take 1 each. Yep, 1 each, 1 per minute. And we're making 4 per minute, so that's correct. And then for the versatile frameworks, looks like we should be making 10 of them. And those are these guys down here. And we're making 5 out of, and 5 times 2 is 10. And we'll just take, just to complete the loop here, we're taking 60 beams and 5 modular frames. And those beams and modular frames are just going right across the top here. And they come down into here. This one splits the modular frames into there and into there, and then this next one is the beams coming down, and they're actually, it looks like it's connected to this one, but it's really connected to this one, and then they go into there. And then the outputs come up across the top, merge right here, come up, and they go down on this bottom line right here across. So that's the whole thing. And then, yeah, finally we collect them. Oh, look, looks like we have another. We're unpainting these ones, I guess. Got another couple belts to do here. We collect the outputs and merge them onto this belt, drop it down, and right out the front, which is our 8 per minute. It's really 4 per minute right now because it's not slooped, but we will sloop it when we put it down. And we'll save it one more time because I did change. I did a little bit more painting. And let's go place it down. I think where we're going to do it is right here. We'll sink it down a little bit. We'll just have the top layer exposed. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Oh, yeah. I was planning on moving this. That's the reason why it's... This is in the way. Maybe we need to move that first. I actually have an adapter for this that we should be using instead. I'm just going to disconnect this at the moment, and we can turn that back on in a little bit. But for the moment, we really want to just focus on getting the magnetic field generator installed, blueprint installed, and then we will... Oh, yeah, we want to turn this around also. I'm going to have it facing this direction. And then just enough so that it doesn't... This actually looks pretty good. We're going to take it down right here. And is that at the same height as this one? It is. Okay, looks good. Okay, we're going to place it right there. And then we'll remove the ceiling. We don't want the ceiling in this case. Okay. So that's what we want. Let's go and clear out this. This one can go, and one more on this side, I think. So we want that inner corner. Having an inner corner over here somewhere. This one. And we need an outer corner right here. Okay. Let's get rid of. So the power is actually coming up through the floor right here. But we don't want that power pole sticking up. So we'll do it like this. Bring this over, and we're just going to place it right underneath there. And take it right up to there, and then that should connect everybody up top, I believe. I guess it's a little bit weird that we're having our oh, this is actually our output here, so that's no problem, because we're going to just bring it up and put it over there, and then our inputs are exposed over here. It's almost like I planned this. I didn't, but it seems like it worked out. Oh, we're kind of in the ceiling here, but it's not that bad. And there is no floor. Well, that fits with the motif. There's no floor on the entire base. That's perfect. Okay, so let's get some power up there. We'll turn those guys on. Where can we get our power from? This is the main connection right here. Oh, yeah, we got tons of power underneath here. We hid the power. Usually I don't really care about it, but in this case I kind of wanted to make the power a little bit more, yeah, a little more hidden. So I think we'll go. There's a belt right there, but this actually right here is the spot where we want to go. And we can go to here. And actually, there should light up everything. Oh, yeah, I love that. God rays down. That's actually very cool. Yeah, it fits in nicely. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. We need some lights. I don't know what color we should use for this. And we'll put these red ones right here because I think. Can we get a zoop on here? Just to continue that all the way to there, and then we'll pick a new color. I don't know, maybe like this teal, but we're using like a cyan back here for those because it matches with the nuclear pos or with the particle accelerators. I don't know. What does the, is there any clear and obvious color on the field generator? Let's just go take a peek at it real quick. I mean, it's red, but we already have red. Maybe we could do like a different shade. Anyway, let's just keep on moving on. Let's go ahead and sloop these guys right now. We'll take the same 8 that we took out of the particle accelerators, the nuclear pasta. We got power, so we just need to hook it up. Let's get the we'll get the inputs in first, and then we'll do the output. And that way it can wake up and start working. So, okay, this one, here we have most of the stuff. No, don't. Thought we did. Well, I can see copper right here. But we need... Where's the nearest deuterium? Okay, here we go. We got copper and deuterium going this way. Where are they going? Yeah, they're going out here. So we need it up there, and we got it right here. So that's actually not too bad. So now I actually wish I had a little bit of flooring here. And what we'll do is we'll just come over here. I think this guy was actually, yeah, this is actually the floor level. You can see this hanger is right on it, so that's perfect. So we can just make a little pathway. The thing that I like the most about having flooring is that we can hang stuff from it. And where are we going to be? We're going to be right here. And so we'll put a couple of these guys down. I think right there should do it. And then we can put our splitters on, and we get them to snap. I want to just check. So, which is which? I think it's deuterium first, and then copper second. So that means deuterium on the left. I think so. Put deuterium on the left. And then put copper on the right. Okay. Get rid of these. Those are just so we had something to snap to. And get into straight mode. Gonna do a little bit of clipping here. I would say that because it's under the floor that nobody will know, but no, our floor is transparent. So everybody's gonna know. Well, okay. I guess we'll have a little bit of a bend. And this one, oops. What's this gonna do? What about default mode? I'm sorry, but that little tweak, I don't mind that, but that's not happening. What are we gonna do with this? I mean, I could scooch it over. So let's try this again. Put this one here, and then we'll put this one right here. And that might make it a little bit more palatable. I do have standards, they're just odd. Oh, I see. I see the problem. Okay, so this should be Caterium right here. And so this actually, I think, I actually like that curve better than the one that we had, so. And then this one is perfect. There we go. That actually looks good, I think. And both of those look good. Okay, we got 2 out of 5. Pipes, beams, and modular frames. Let's do modular frames because they're right here. This was an old input for the original heavy modular frame single manufacturer factory that I had, you know, like our starter. Before I built the full one, over there, way over there. So, let's see. This is where it goes. What if we just steal this? This one? Yep. I'm pretty sure this is going to be too far. Yeah, it is too far, but where's it coming out of? Right here. So it looks like we do need a little bit more flooring here to... Right here looks good. And which one are we on? So we can do it this way. Okay. That should do it. Whoa. What's going on? We're not getting a lot of heavy modular frames. What's our... We only need 5 per minute. Looks like we're getting plenty. Okay, so just pipes and beams. And we got pipes right here. I'm pretty sure that won't snap. But let's give it a try. I mean, it's snapping to something, but not what we want, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? It looks like it's 2 notches from the edge here. I think maybe that's where it's at. Okay, we got pipes. All right, just one more to go. Beams. I don't know if we have any beams around here at all. Oh my goodness. That is not going to be enough pipes, I can tell already. Well, we have more pipes, but how many pipes were we supposed to have? I covered up the thing, so I can't remember. I think it's 60. We actually have a whole bunch of pipes coming in from our pipe factory over there. So we can get those and connect it up to that line. But let's get our beams. Here's some beams right here. These are going to the old Versatile Framework factory, which is shut down. So we have no problem stealing those. Right here. So just put it down. Should be able to snap to that. Come on. Except this thing is probably going to be in the way. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey, look at that. It worked. Okay. That's actually everything. We do need to go make sure this should turn on. Should turn on the whole factory. We do want to go get some more pipes, though, because those pipes are anemic. We're definitely using more pipes than we need. Our big thing is this machine over here is everything's being synced. And we don't really need... Do we need these stators? I mean, I could just turn it off, but I kind of don't want to do that. Let's see where the pipes are. I know we're bringing in some pipes. There they are right there. And the belt's not even moving. Where are they going? Oh yeah, they're going to the automated wiring factory. So that's a better place to steal the pipes from instead of that other belt. Let's do that instead. It's this belt right here. Well, maybe we're okay. How much pipes do we need? What are we using them for in this build? Stators. Stators are here. 15 per minute. Well, I'm going to leave it like this for the moment. It does appear that we're getting enough. I guess what we could do is turn off the other stator factory. I mean, most of those stators are just going into this awesome sink anyway. That's not stators. Where are those stators? Are they going into the awesome sink or no? Well, they are in a roundabout fashion. They're going in because we're sinking the overflow, I believe. What's this? It's not a smart splitter. Well, these pipes are backing up now, so we'll leave it as is. Let's connect the magnetic field generators to the space elevator. And we're using unpainted for this. Oh, look at that. We just got the first one in. First two. Nice. Did we paint this belt? Yeah, it looks like we did. Oh, the belt is actually in the floor a little bit. Don't pay any attention to that. Okay. We're officially making magnetic field generators, and we've got 2 in the space elevator. Okay, now it's time to turn our attention to the thermal propulsion rockets. And those are going to go over here. Let's look at the modeler real quick. That's this one right here. We actually, ooh, yeah, the one thing that I forgot, I thought I thought we were pretty much good to go, but modular engines. We just got to get that thing turned back on. Shouldn't be a problem. We only need 5, and we have enough to make 20, I believe. So, not sure what we're going to do about that. I mean, I guess we could just go underclock everything. Yeah. So yeah, we have actually we have enough to make like 40, but everything's already underclocked half. What is the recipe for this? Motors. Those motors are going right into the sink. I believe that we have smart plates turned on. Ooh, concrete. So modular engine's actually coming out right here. Got the rubber. These other 2 parts are missing. What are these other 2 parts? Motors and smart plates? Why don't we have smart plates here? All right, I got to check something out. I'll be right back. All right. So we need to get, we got the rubber here. It looks like rubber's good. The question is, do we disconnect or we overclock or what? Actually, to be perfectly honest, there's probably, no, there's not enough in the system. I was going to say there's probably enough in the system to complete what we need. But no, we're going to need, how many do we need? These are thermal propulsion rockets. It takes 5. Yeah, we need 5 for 2. And we need 1,200. So yeah, we do need quite a bit of these. Currently it's taking 1 per minute per unit. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5. We have 40 of these. So 40 minutes or 40 per minute, and we're making 25. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete a couple of these. We don't need them. How many are we going to delete is the question. So this is I think we needed 5 per minute, right? And so we'll do 10 per minute. I'll get rid of this one too. And I'm just going to leave that. I'll clean that up a little bit later. So this should be making 16 per minute. Oh, no, 8 per minute. Perfect. And it'll be taking 16, and we're making 25. So we're good to go on that. We just got to get it reconnected. It's probably this one here. Yep. In fact, I left myself a handy little sign right here. Yeah, we're making 25. You can see right here. We're just send them into the awesome sync, but all we have to do is I guess we'll put it like this and get rid of this and send them into there instead. That should do what we need to do. Got a little bit of a slow belt there. Okay. And then the last thing was the smart plates. So smart plates need to go in here, and we're currently making them and syncing them, I believe. But yeah, we're making them at 15. We're just going to delete this. We'll need to put a little entrance down here. There they go, smart plates. And let me check the number on that. Oh, we need power. Turn it on. Okay, it's lit up. So we have 16, so we need 16 smart plates per minute. We're making 15, so close enough. All right, before I clean all this up, actually, let's go finish doing the thermal propulsion units. Seems like our field generators are not coming in super quickly here. A little bit short on quick wire. Let's make sure that we have enough deuterium coming in. The belt is full. And it's stopped. Make sure that these guys are running full speed. 100% here, 100% here. 62.5. And let's just 62.5 times 2, 125. And then this guy's using 56.25. So 68.75 is what we need. And that's this guy here. 80. What did we do wrong? Let's just check the modeler. That's the answer to all the problems. Check the modeler. That's in here. So 80 and 45. Is 125, yes. Stators are, maybe I didn't set the stators to 75%. That's possible. Stators are over here. Oh, actually over here. I built it the other direction, so. Yeah, stators are not set to the right percentage. They're hogging up too much quick wire. $45, that's the right number. Okay, so that hopefully will fix it. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of quick wire in there so that it can get distributed over here. I'm going to do this too. Okay. Hopefully that will solve that issue. And are we cooking over here? Yeah, we're cooking. We got motors, we got rubber, we got plates. Why do we not have more rubber though? Looks like the rubber is blocked. Because we got rubber here. Oh, did I disconnect it? I did. I disconnected it and I stole it. Or no. No. Yes, I did. It's supposed to be going in right here. And I took it over there. So... Oh. My inventory is full. Oh yeah, because I deleted all those. All right, let's just continue on here. We're gonna put a splitter on this. That's input, right? Okay, we gotta do something about our inventory here. This is not gonna work for us. Looks like I left my loot somewhere, too. Okay, what is the deal? Why can't I connect? Oh, it's because we're too close? That's what the problem was. Okay, and we need to connect this guy up to the splitter. Okay, we should be getting rubber now. All right. Okay, so that's that. Where did I leave my loot? Right here. This is all good stuff. I don't really want to delete it. We only have one summer sloop. How are we going to sloop these rockets? I mean, I suppose we could steal them from this guy. He's basically shut down. Let's do that. Do we have any sloops in here? No, they're gone. Okay, we're basically going to do the same thing we did with this because... Oh, no, this is manufacturers. So we will use the 4 manufacturer blueprint to do this. Actually, let's get out a 5x5. Which way are we going? This way? And I think we want to go over here instead of over there. 4 manufacturers. Is this, yeah, that's actually kind of a permanent structure. It's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. We can work around it. No. We want to have at least one more of these. I'm seeing some dismantle crates in my compass. That is not good. Wait, again, I don't want to do this. I need to have at least one foundation around the outside here. Alright, we can finalize that a little bit later. We're going to do thermal propulsion rockets here, and oh no, we still don't have enough sloops. I have a list of all of the machines I've got summer sloops in somewhere. See if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Gas filters. I think I already stole those. Turbo motors, OC supercomputer, crystal computer. Yeah. I don't know. I want them in all the machines I've got them. It says I got 38, but I need like 7 more. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Let's go peek on the magnetic field generators. All the lights are green now. That's better. 88%, 47. We should be making... So our quick wire is now full up, so that's good. This guy's at 100%. Let's go look at the other... Was it stators? Is the other one that's using quick wire? And those are now running at 100%. These guys are running at 100. Where's the electromagnetic rods? They're this white machine right here. And he's running at 100%. 4 per minute, so that should be good. Let's go look at these one more time just to make sure. As long as everybody's got like 2 control rods, and we can do a little. Yeah, this guy's got 2. Yeah, so here's the problem right here. Let's just do this. We'll do a little manually load balance. This is what we call manifold Robin Hood, where you steal from the rich and give to the poor. This guy's the first in the manifold, so he gets them first. No, he's... Wait. Wait. Yeah, no, he is the first. This is where they come up right here. So he should get the next one. This guy's got 13, and then I put... Alright. I'll give these guys back. I'll give this one back to him. Oh, no, he's fine now. I'll go put this back over here. Okay. So that should balance out now. 91. You can get it to 100% just by doing this. It'll go back down if... why are you in idle? Oh, you're still waiting for parts. Alright, I'm just going to ignore that. We're going to move on. Okay, back to what we're working on over here. We're not going to worry about the sloops right at the moment. We'll figure that out once we get this thing up and online. We could put half the sloops in, I guess. But that won't get us to our target. So... I think we're supposed to be at 100% on these. Yeah. Oh, it's only 2. And we have 4, so that'd be 50%. That'll be good because these things are going to use a lot of power. So we'll set these to 50%. Okay, everybody's set. And then, are they wired? They're not wired. Oh, we don't want to do it that way. We'll do it this way. Here to here, here to here, here to here. And then here, we'll just go down to right here. And we should have some power close by. Where's the closest power? I've done a good job of hiding the power on the space elevator build, but so good I can't see it. There it is. Right there. It's one of them. And we're going to go over here. Okay. Alright, they got power. Now they just need parts and a paint job. I'm just going to unpaint these, I think. Now, parts. Modular engines, turbo motors, cooling systems, and fused modular frames. So, what do we have? I saw we have some of this stuff right here. Just the fused modular frames is all. We actually have room for... We don't really have room for 2 more belts underneath here. Oh yeah, just do it like that. Just adding it to the list so we can see. I mean, we have everything here. Let's just get the modular engines over here right now. Since that's the only thing that's not coming from the trains. It's coming from over here. So we'll bring that over. And the best way to bring it over is... Guess we can go under this. We got room right here with these pipes. Yeah, that looks good. And the modular engines are currently right here. Guess we don't need to go under since we're already over. We're right on the edge, looks like. Let's see where we want to go with these. So we'll bring it up here and then take it over that way. So we really want to be on this one. And right in the middle, is that where we are? I think we are right in the middle of this one. So, I guess we can put this one in the first one. So let's get our, we're going to put one more of these out here too. So we're going to need the extra space. Get some floor holes going. Wait, that's off. Okay, so this one's going to be modular engines. I'll just bring this over. Why is this not lined up? What? Oh, I know why it's not lined up, because... No, I don't know why it's not lined up. What's the difference between this and this? Somebody is misplaced. It's this guy who's misplaced. Okay, that's... Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with that. That's just weird to me. Are we off a half a foundation? It doesn't even look like we're off a half a foundation. Okay, I want to not get too hung up on this and just keep moving forward here. I mean, this little notch is because the way the conveyor lifts are rotated on this blueprint, which, you know, is fine. But what I don't understand is why is this space elevator platform just off of the grid? That would kind of suck if it is. I guess it doesn't really matter. See, it's on grid with this. It's on grid with this. Okay, whatever. Life's too short. I'm gonna blame it on this adaptive control unit platform, but that seems to be, yeah, whatever. My next playthrough, I'm gonna be off the global grid, or at least I'm gonna be a lot more flexible and not require everything to be on grid. Because like I had a problem yesterday with the when doing the nuclear pasta. It's not really a problem, but because I put my copper powder plant on the grid, I didn't really like the placement of it. And if I had just allowed myself to be off grid, I would be much happier with how it looked, because I had put it on the edge of a cliff, on a cliffside, which I like. But we had a smart plating issue. But the cliff is, you know, didn't really match the grid perfectly, and yeah, I just didn't like the outcome. And if I had just allowed myself to put it at whatever angle I want, it would have been much better. So we're doing fine on plating. It's motors, it looks like, that might be a little bit. I mean, we should be making 25. This is only running at 59%. Let's go check the motors real quick. We're just using this single constructor to make those motors. It's got a couple of sloops in it. We do need sloops, but we're not gonna... I think we only need 16 motors right now. We can do this. We can just cheat just a little bit. Beef it up. This is just priming the pump. I don't really consider it cheating. Okay. All right. So, I believe our modular engines are good to go. Yeah. Okay, turbo motors, cooling systems, fuse modular frames. Let's do the fuse modular frames right now because they're already right below us, right in that belt. And then the other two we need to bring over from the train station. that right? Doesn't. Yeah, I guess it's right. Okay, we're going to put the fused modular frames on this one right here. And we can just bring them up right here. Okay, see, now I can see the discrepancy. Here's what happened. This one is placed wrong. It's just this... oh, it's this crystal oscillator thing. Okay, yeah. Well, but that doesn't explain what's happening over here. But yeah, this one is definitely placed off grid. Let's just do a floor hole. And which one is it? It's this one right here. Okay. Bingo. All right. We should have fused modular frames. We just need the other two turbo motors and cooling systems. And I don't believe we're using either of those in the factory at all right now. But we'll do is just put another row over here. Cooling systems, I believe, are on this. Where are they at? They're over here. They're both over here. They both come from the heavy modular frame factory. So it should be this one and this one. Turbo motors and cooling systems. Oh, we need to go a little bit lower, don't we? What we're going to do is... Well, I mean, we could do the same thing that we're doing here. We're just going to add this right here. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to here. So we have the fused modular frames coming right there. Does seem natural. Is this part of this blueprint? No. Yeah, it seems natural that we just do the same thing right here. Let's just bring these over right now. Right there. Okay, and this one's just going to come right on here. Are we encroaching? I guess we are. Okay, we can go to here. And these don't matter which one is which. But we will conserve the area and just go right next to that other belt. So that way we can bring, looks like 2 more belts down here from the train station later. Make sure these guys are going the right direction. That one is. It should be, but you know. It would be a shame to run this whole thing and find out you did it the wrong direction. Okay, these are going the right direction. Where is this belt break? Let's just get it on the same. Really? I thought we had it on the same one. Well, whatever. Okay, we're almost to the train. We're very close. Once we connect these up, I don't see where's this other belt? That's in these trees, I see. I see, that's the problem. Okay, once we got this close, we'll just go ahead and do this part now. Yeah. Why not take this across? Why do we do it this way? Let's do it this way. So we don't have to have that extra step. Just bring it right down. And then we'll go over here and bring them from this way. And this is the inside one. This one's inside. So that means we want it to go to the left here. So put it right here. And this one goes right there. There we go. That's actually, that's it. Right? Turbo motors and cooling systems. Those should go all the way to the space elevator. And that could potentially, hey. There we go. There we go. And this guy just woke up. So we'll put half of these in. And then we'll figure out where to get some more of these. So at this rate, 0.75 times 4. That's 3 per minute. Our goal was 4 per minute. We could go steal from, well, we don't want to steal from the turbo motor factory. We could steal from supercomputers. But more importantly, what we want to do is get these dismantle crates off the freaking compass. That is annoying. There they are. Oh my goodness, lots of loot in there, huh? I mean, guess we could just set up a sink. That's because I deleted those. Let's do this. Put this down. Actually, we can put a sink right here. That's what we'll do. Put my stuff in here. I don't want to delete my chainsaw. Most of this stuff I don't really care about. Oh, there goes my chainsaw. Actually, fortunately, I do have another one. Okay. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's some good loot. I have like 350 tickets in there. I mean, I suppose I could buy some trophies or something. Not really going for the golden nut. I already got that in the previous playthrough, so don't really care. Wait. Let's just see what we got in terms of... yeah, let's go ahead and clean this up too while we're waiting for that. I had twice as many as I needed. I was doing 40. And for the original build, I just needed 20. So I had them all 50% underclocked. I think the ones that I have are still 50% underclocked. Not sure. And this is before I built the adapter, the output adapter. So now I have to go and delete these manually. And I actually did delete this concrete, but I guess I loaded the wrong save, because this concrete was gone at one point. After the great concrete delete. Don't want to delete my miner down there, or its belt. That's one of the older iron mines. It got unlucky on iron on this starting location, and been definitely having iron issues. Well, at least early in the build. Switched to steel pretty much immediately, and using lots of steel, and then we're using like molded steel pipe and solid steel ingot, and just, you know, a bunch of steel efficiency recipes, and then we have lots of dependencies on those steel recipes instead of using, like, I don't know, other iron. Okay, how we doing? Are we still cooking? What? Did I deleted the power? There we go. Let's get this concrete under here while we're at it. We are banning concrete foundations in the base. We can still use them for the miners to put a little solid foundation down for the miner to sit on. But under the base, we want to be able to see what's on the belts. We want to see if the belts are moving. We don't want to hide it. We're not embarrassed or afraid of spaghetti. We embrace it. The spaghetti is the aesthetic. You see? I mean, this little sky bridge here, it can survive for now. Okay, we only have one thermal propulsion rocket in there. That doesn't seem right, huh? Alright, let's grab our loot. And how's this guy doing? This one's done. Let him cook for a little bit. Let's go see what's going on with our thermal propulsion rockets. They're all green. Oh. Well, how do we have one? That's what I want to know. Oh, excuse me. It's not one. It's 1,250. Okay. No, all right. So I see what the problem is. We didn't connect them to the space elevator. That's what the problem is. That's okay. Can do that real quick, like. I guess we'll bring it in over here. This seems like the appropriate spot right here to put them. Well, we're not falling behind because they're just sitting there building up. It's not like we're missing out on anything. How are we doing on the nuclear pasta? These guys should shut down here soon. This guy is actually shut down. That's good. This guy must be getting close. He's at 26 right now. He's got a longer belt than the other dude. That's why he's still going. Once his belt fills, then he'll shut down until we get into phase 5. Yeah. I'm trying to not buffer, and I'm trying to not, you know, at least with this, with phase 3, we did buffer some stuff. But we're basically, everything we're doing right now is pure production. There is actually, well, no, I guess that's not true because we do have buffers at the train stations. So, but I do believe that we're actually making the amount of parts that we need in order to, I don't think I want it there. In order to actually, like, if we got rid of all the buffers, we should still be good. See, we like to have just a little bit of belt showing here for all of these. We don't want to... We want to be able to see products on the belt. That's how we know it's working. Or not working. Like in this case. We see products on the belt and they're not moving. That's because we haven't connected the belt yet. I know lots of builders like to hide the belts, and that's great. Everybody can play it the way they want to play it. Oh, that one doesn't go there. We need another one of these at least. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that until we get this part done. Then we'll go clean it up a little bit more. We want to get this thing started. So, I think this is right in the middle, so it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen the other. Well, we'll give the benefit of the doubt to this guy because he seems to be a little bit closer. We're going to go that direction. And this should be the right height here. Oh, come on. Well, we'll put our merger right there. Okay. That should do it. Yeah, we got 18 in there now. And let's just do a little unpainting. Yeah, I don't want to unpaint all of this stuff. In fact, we will delete these ones just to clean it up a little bit. No. That's funny. This is where you need the undo, huh? You gotta be kidding me right now. I really messed that up. I had it done. We were just doing a little cleanup. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to fix this fairly easily. Are we... We're down too low, huh? What is this, a half a notch? Okay. Very annoying. Which one? Oh my god, everybody's out of power because of that. So this one goes to here. This goes to here. And there we go. Wow, that was super annoying. But it's fixed, and we're back. Gonna be a little bit more conservative and not go YOLO and delete. And I'm just gonna unpaint all of this stuff. I think unpainting is in order. Alright, let's not YOLO and unpaint something we don't want to. Okay, I'm good on this. $39 and $448 on the magnetic field generators, so that seems like that's working okay. Let's go and just check it and see how its numbers look. Assume that we're running at 100%. No, look at this. We still have yellow. What's going on here? Electromagnetic control rods. Are we not connected? We're missing a belt or something? I guess it's just because these guys are not full yet. Let's go over here. This guy doesn't have any. I think that's the only place in this factory where we're building electromagnetic control rods. I'm just going to go steal 4 stacks just so that we can get to business. And so that means we get to make a little trip out to the motor factory, because we're using electric motor out there. Excuse me. We're using electric motor out here. And so we should have a lot of electromagnetic control rods just sitting there doing nothing. We're just going to steal some and populate that so that I think it eventually will, populate, but I don't really want to wait for it. I want to make sure that all of these phase 4 space elevator parts are running at full speed, because it's going to take 5 hours or whatever. Okay, yeah, look at that. There's a whole bunch right here. We'll just steal these. We just need 4 stacks. Just stealing from these first, huh? These guys aren't running at full speed, but I'm not going to solve this problem right now. We're short on rotors. Yeah, what I did, I actually am syncing all the overflow, so everything should be running at full speed, but it's interesting that rotors are not keeping up. I think this is rotors right here. It could be they have enough ingredients. Their inputs are full here. I'd like to diagnose this, but I also want to just get back and do this. We can just check the numbers back here at the base once we get these put in. We'll see what's happening with that. It looks like our thermal propulsion rockets, I think they should be good to go. We do need to get some more sloops. We need 8 more sloops. So we're just going to prime these guys right here. Okay. We should have no more slowdowns on that. This guy's totally blocked. We stole all of his sloops. We would like to put 2 more in each of these. And unfortunately, the ones that we have remaining in the map, or I should say in the system, so we have some in Crystal Computer, which is supporting... Actually, I don't know. Are we supporting anything with that? That's this guy right here. No? Which factory is this? Oh, okay, wait. That's these guys right here. And they're totally dead in the water. They're not doing anything. Yeah, we're going to steal these. So we're close. I think we need... I mean, we got 5. We still need 3 more. We can have this one. Let's look at our power, too. Power should be a lot better now that these guys are mostly shut down and unslooped. We're great on power. So we need 3 more sloops. Maybe that's what we should do right now. Before we do that, yeah, let's look at what's going on with this motor. So for the motor, this is pretty much the entire factory modeled out. And where the heck are our motors? Right here. So we have 6 installations of the motor blueprint. 4.5 we're not using. 55.5 we are using. You can open this up. And our numbers for rotors should be 10 per minute. Says here. Those things were underclocked. Yeah, that's the problem right there. This says 10 per minute, and the rotors should not be underclocked. This is Motor Factory, I believe. Yeah. Rotors are on the backside here. Why are they underclocked? They should be making 5 per minute. Yeah, so that's the problem. That's the reason why we didn't have enough rotors. Let's go back out there and make sure that those are all set to full. Yeah, also let's save this blueprint. I'm not going to replace all the blueprints just to set the clocking on the rotors, but we will go out there and update all of the rotor assemblers. 2 hours. It's time for my fix-it designated break. And I still have a little bit of coffee left, so we'll wait for just a little bit before we do that. So there it is. All of the parts are either completed or in process. Looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. The base is a little bit of a shambles. I think I've done better on the satellite bases. The main base is, you know, kind of really started as like a test ground and obviously bootstrapping. And I've really focused on trying to make the other bases a little bit nicer. You know, I'm not obviously doing a lot of amazing design work or anything, but I'm trying to make them look clean. I'm surprised I didn't notice this before. Why didn't I notice that these were running at, what are they running at? 66%? I thought I had a, it's so weird when you go into a building and it's raining, it makes that weird sound. I thought I had a throughput monitor on here at one point, and I would have expected that it would have been correct, but I don't even see a throughput monitor on here anywhere. Where are my motors at? There should be one right here. That's everything? Wait, is that what is this doing? This is a merger? Yeah. So, yeah, the ones from upstairs are coming down. They're going into that side. The ones from downstairs are coming into this side. Everything should go through this point right here. We should have 60. But we're a little bit rotor shy right now because we're underclocked on these. I think we got them all fixed. So we're making steel, we're making wet concrete, we're making copper ingots, we're making caterium, and those are the components for the motor factory. You can kind of see the aluminum factory out there. That's the test one. It's not even hooked up to anything. Here's pipes and beams. We're not using the beams there. So let's decide on a color for this guy. He's red, but we'll give him like a little purple tint. Red with a little purple tint. Oh, that's interesting. I like that, of course. Of course I like that. That's very close to my colors. Come on. Why are you not... What are you doing? How does this work? Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Still need more sloops. We need 3 more. Let's go check these guys' numbers real quick. He's at 100, 100, 100, and 100. Okay, so we're going as fast as we can go on those. Okay. It's raining. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of minutes break, refresh my coffee, and then we'll go out and grab some sloops and bring them back and clean up those dismantle crates over there. And then we'll go see what else we can figure out to do. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, everybody looks good. Let's go find some summer sloops. I think desert. It's probably our best bet. I haven't really done a lot of exploring in the desert. Where's our... Let's go over here. Now, is there rain? Is the environment or the weather? If we go to the desert, is it still raining? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's raining up here. Do we have our device? Oh, look at that. We got one. It is still raining. This way. Is it a cave or something? Oh, there was caves up here. I guess those waterfall. Where's the waterfall? It's over here, maybe? I hear it. Where's the cave entrance, though? That's what we want to know. There we go. There it is. So we just need 2 more. You're still beeping? I guess maybe there's still another one in that cave? Where did we go in? Right here. Not sure why we're getting another signal right here. Might be lower. Okay, well, let's just move on. We just need 2 more. There we go. This way. This guy right here. All right, one more. Obviously, we've been here before, but we haven't really explored out here that much. Just came in, drug our power across. Got this copper right here for the motor plant. This is a pure node. We need a lot of copper for that plant. Here we go. Well, that was pretty quick. Here it is right here. All right, let's go sloop those thermal propulsion rockets, thrusters. Well, I was going to grab that power slug, but I don't want to deal with you guys right now. Oh, there's another sloop. Where is it? There it is. I told you the desert was fertile for sloops. That's good. Now we got one extra left over to make power shards. I did dismantle our power shard constructor. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Looks like it stopped raining. Yeah, this is the new copper powder plant that we just built on the last episode. Added a new train station for it. That copper power was for these to build the nuclear pasta, which you can see here. This is already sleeping because space elevator's full, but it'll wake up once we complete phase 4, and we'll just let those run. Okay, so we should be able to fully sloop these guys now. And that should put them to, oh yeah, we have it 50% clocked. That's why it's down to 99 megawatts. A fully, I think a fully overclocked and fully slooped, or just fully slooped is what, 440? Yeah, I think that's what it is. We were playing double power consumption, so. I only needed 2 of these manufacturers, but 4 actually. Using 4 and underclocking at 50%, we saved quite a bit of power. Not that it really mattered compared to those guys over there. I would have underclocked these, but I really wanted to get those nuclear pasta done in a hurry, so I double clocked them and slooped them, and that's what brought them up to 30,000. 30 gigawatts each. Okay, so let's actually do a little bit of calculation here. We should be doing, yeah, I guess we're doing 4 per minute. So 1250 minus 147 and divided by 60. Oh no, divided by 4, excuse me. And then that divided by 60, 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours on the thrusters, and then for the generators, I think we're doing 8. Yeah, they're doing 2, and we have 4. So that we have 2,500 minus, oops. 2,500 minus 704. divided by 8, divided by 60. 3.7 hours. So, yeah, 4.5 hours until these are done. We're not going to just let it sit there and run. We'll do stuff in the meantime. Right now, I want to go clean up this dismantle crate. Those are explicitly banned from the base. No dismantle crates allowed. Actually looks pretty good. I don't see any. There are none on the map, so we're pretty good there. We got lots of trains running. I think pretty much all these trains are actually doing jobs. I did have some test trains initially, but had a little problem where a train was bringing the wrong thing to the wrong station. And so I just deleted all of the test trains, and now we just have trains that are actually important. So like Cool Motors is taking cooling... taking motors to the cooling systems factory. Yeah, let's head on over there. It started raining again? It was just raining. So this is our turbo motor, heavy modular frame, fused modular frame, cooling systems factory. We're making 1,600 steel ingots in this section right here per minute. 810 pipes per minute over here. Modular frames, heavy encased beams, or encased industrial beams, reinforced iron plates. Here's our heavy modular frames. This is heat sinks. There's our cooling systems. Over here is, what is this? Oh, fused modular frames. And then finally, the pinnacle of this whole production chain, the turbo motor. Over here, we have our power, 144 gigawatts, nitro rocket fuel power plant. There's the polymer resin byproduct is being converted into rubber right there. We're making some more rubber and a little bit of power over here. This was an older power plant. We used this to start up our computer fab. Power, and then use the byproduct to make rubber, which we're using in our crystal oscillators. This is 30 crystal oscillators per minute, 30 computers per minute. I think this is 45 circuit boards. And then here's our radio control units. We're making 1.25 per minute per machine, and we've got 1, 2, 3 times 8, 24 machines. 24 times 1.25, 30, yeah. So 30 radio control units per minute. And then those are feeding these guys right here. Supercomputers, which we're making 7.5, 15 per minute. That's pretty much the entire thing. we went out to the Dune Desert. We didn't really see the aluminum. And the rubber factory. Let's go look at the rubber factory. It's my favorite. It's pretty much the pinnacle of all the blueprints that I've made during this series. That and the aluminum blueprint are my two favorite. The aluminum blueprint is my favorite. Well, it's one of my favorites because it's basically perfect. We can run out there and check it, but I'm pretty sure they'll all be running at 100% efficiency, and it is recycling the water. And it's just my best aluminum plant I've built so far. And I've played this game for like 7 years now. And yeah, aluminum is always a problem. You always have that water recycling issue. And I actually have 2 aluminum plants, and we can go see, and I'm pretty sure that one of them won't be working that well and one of them will. So anyway, this is the rubber 2-stage rubber recycling, and it scales up to 5 long without changing your pipes or belts. This is just a test installation I have here, but we're doing heavy oil residue here, which gives off polymer resin. Here we're doing diluted fuel. That fuel is going in over here. So well, actually first we take the water in with polymer resin. That makes the Kickstarter rubber. That rubber gets fed into here, the recycled plastic recipe, along with the fuel from the diluted fuel, and that makes plastic. That plastic goes into these 2 machines with more fuel, and they make more rubber. And then over here we have a smart splitter. Where is it? This one? Smart splitter that prevents anything from leaving. The overflow is that way, and everything gets flowed back into the recycled plastic until the rubber fills up. Once the rubber fills up, then everything else can go on down the line. And so it primes itself and auto connects both this one, and then also auto connects down that direction. So this is definitely the pinnacle of my blueprint design. I mean, beauty wise, it's not not all that. But functionality, it's, yeah, pretty much the best blueprint I've got in this whole playthrough. And then here's a actual installation of it, where we've got 8 instances. This is on a I think it's a normal, or maybe it's even impure. No, I'm pretty sure it's normal. Because normal gives 300 crude, and we're using 270 for these 8 instances of that 2 blueprint, 2-stage combo. It is split in the middle. You can't run 8 in a row. You can only run 5 in a row. So you can see the water here comes up here, and this is where the split is, right here, and then the belt is split also at the same place, because the belt will be well, they're both under under the maximum. Thought we had a sink on this, but I guess not. There's a sink on this side though. But yeah, let's go over to the aluminum factory as well. We can just take a peek at that real quick, because that's the other blueprint that I'm most proud of. And actually, on the way, we'll stop at this factory, because this one is the one that was the model for the what eventually became the blueprint. Oh. And it does work quite well, but sometimes this one will fill up with water. See, it's already pretty close to full, and then it'll go into idle mode like it is right now. So this is the problem that you always have with recycling water. And this one too, that one's fine. You really want to see these at 0 basically at all times. But so what I did was, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 different processes happening here. And so I just took 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these refineries and put them all into a single blueprint, and then did the recycling in there. And those actually pretty much work. What is this guy? Aluminum Ingot Express. Let's see if we can catch it. I think it's just coming in. We'll just hitch a ride on this over to the other aluminum factory. I do need to clean up. There's a test installation of the aluminum blueprint out here where we're going that is still on the ground. I should probably delete that, and either that and or utilize that aluminum, but we have enough right now, so I think we're making over 1,000 casings, 585 times 2. And ingots, we're making 1,560 ingots a minute. So this is the test version. As you can see, there's pipes all over the floor. But if we look at this one, yeah, no water, 100%. That's the one that we care about. This one right here, same thing, no water, 100%. No water, 100%. That's perfect. And so this is our actual installation over here. That's just the test one. Everything's being synced. This one is actually generating 780 scrap per line. And these ones also should be operating at 100% with no water, which looks like they are. So yeah, I will probably take down the other aluminum factory and replace it with this. But this blueprint is been rock solid. I have not had any problems, not seen it with extra water built up or not at 100% at all. So, I mean, I did a little bit during the construction, but it's been totally solid. And the magic is all in this single valve. There's not even we're not even using pumps for it. I mean, there is a pump, but this valve right here does it all. We just have this one valve set to 29.25, and that prevents extra water from coming in from the water source, and then the remainder after that 29.25 all comes from the output of the sloppy alumina recipe. So super clean. We have 8 of these. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then 4 more on this side. And then we have this connecting blueprint here that does the connections for all the resources. Well, let's see how we're doing on our numbers. Well, we're at 209 and 820. So we're making progress. We got everything in place. Now it's just waiting. We're not going to just leave the computer on and wait, but we'll do something else. And I think what we'll probably be doing is just cleaning up builds and cleaning up stuff like this. But that is going to do it for this stream. Very happy. It was, a long journey getting here, putting all of the support infrastructure in place so that our phase 4 elevator parts could be basically fairly simple, fairly easy. Didn't really have too much complexity. A lot of it was just bringing in the parts from these various satellite systems that we had built, and then doing the final construction right there at the space elevator. And I think that's turned out very nice for us. I'm happy with the way things are working, and I'm actually happy with the way things look. Not like a lot of, heavily designed factories, but I do focus mostly on scaling and those types of things. So, but I am pretty happy with how it looks. I think it looks okay. And let's just take one more peek at these. These guys are running at 100%. And then here's our magnetic field generators. 95, that's good. So everybody is running and everything's going smoothly. And on that note, I think we are going to shut down the stream. Really appreciate the chats, the likes, the subs. And if you want to be notified, I'm streaming basically every day, usually in the morning, West Coast time, sometimes in the afternoons or evenings. Hit the bell on YouTube to be notified. And I'm real happy with how this came out. Looks like we do need to put some lighting on this guy. Haven't done that yet, but we can save that for the next stream. And yeah, so we'll probably be doing a lot of cleanup and just other work while we wait for the parts to finish. And on that note, everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.